Parts replacement facilities where you can order online, knees, hips, elbows, shoulders, whatever you need replaced.
So I hope you enjoy this next brainstorm. Definitely hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you make sure and keep up with what's going on. I hope you know how much I appreciate you tuning in and joining me on this study of one. This next video is going to feature some people in my age category, that is the over 50 crowd, talking about the future of healthcare. There's some pretty sci-fi ideas out there.
You may wonder why I have called you all here. Go for quantity, not quality. We're not looking for great ideas, just fast ideas. Defer judgment and do not censor ideas. 3, build off the ideas of others. 4, encourage wild ideas. And an additional rule that's not in the original rules from the book, Designing Your Life, is this: take turns in order and no passing. List as many ideas to improve healthcare, either your own personal healthcare or national or global healthcare, beginning in 2021, starting now.
I think to improve medicine, we need to be able to speak to our doctor by way of internet and get a prescription without having to go personally to see a doctor.
Make telemedicine a thing. Interviews, visits with doctors are done over Zoom, just like this.
Database on everybody that any doctor could access given your permission.
Making appointments the next day.
I believe doctors should make home visits.
Personal health care, keeping a log of blood pressure, sodium intake, things like that.
I don't know, tax credits for yoga, taxing sugar.
People that are being proactive in their health, cutting down on their health insurance costs.
We'll be seeing individual implants that send the information to your doctor.
Develop a system where, like in Star Trek, everybody can see without glasses.
Except Geordi.
Change our finance system and how we pay for medicine.
Free health care for everybody.
I think in the future, we will see doctors giving up some of their practice to nurses.
Make it easy to get hold of insurance representatives to get your information and get your damn bills paid.
The democratization of healthcare, kind of building on what George said, so that there's all kinds of levels and doctors aren't elevated above everyone else. Everyone is able to give the medical advice that they're qualified to give instead of making it all hierarchy.
Technology where a doctor could analyze your overall health through facial recognition through the computer. Something like this, but through the eye. They could read your temperature and all that stuff.
Well, and in conjunction with what Steve said, I think having that combined with medicine dispensing stations that are convenient, kind of like just to walk up and have it recognize you and have it dispense either by injection or oral medication right there on site.
Surgery the same way.
The red box of medicine.
Go back to the Star Trek things where they put the little, spool on you and you're done.
Make it so.
Home health stations. You walk up, the home health station will take your blood pressure, measure your heartbeat, just at a home health station.
Self-analyzation before you go to the doctor that would save you a trip to the doctor.
Readily available organ transplants by way of cloned human beings.
After you get done stomping on the insurance companies, stomp on the prescription drug companies to make all of their pricing transparent.
Government finances all pharmaceutical companies, so that medicines are actually free and researchers simply get paid a wage by the government.
Penalize those who abuse the system, being reactive rather than proactive, and those that are proactive, give them some kind of a reward system.
I think in the future we will see some agencies of the government prescribing drugs that will cause behavior modification for criminal behavior.
Provide incentives to develop new medicines and new procedures.
Instead of incarceration for criminal behavior, incentives to medicate, to alter chemistry that perhaps would encourage criminal behavior. Home health station distribute injections or pills to avoid incarceration.
Give doctors more authority to do more specialized analyzing a person rather than having to go to 2 or 3 doctors to figure out what's wrong.
Parts replacement facilities where you can order online, knees, hips, elbows, shoulders, whatever you need replaced. Shop around for it so that you'll be able to shop for the parts that need replacement first.
Establish an authoritative online resource, maybe put together by the government, that's going to provide legitimate information on different problems rather than all of the scary stuff you see all over the internet.
Each individual has something like a clone, not a fully formed being, but cloned organs, so that when you're born, you're already growing replacement parts.
Take the pharmaceutical companies out of the loop. You reduce the cost to an individual, and it would be more advantageous to that person than to go to the doctor rather than worrying about the cost.
An AI or a robot that stays with you all the time to check on you and make sure that you're healthy and see to your needs and report them even if you're not aware of them fully.
Borrowing from both George and Frank, that make sure George's idea can also like kick your butt a little bit and make you do what you're supposed to do, not just inform you what's going on. And then Frank's machine, in addition to being at home, in airports and drugstores, so that you can automatically go, well, I shouldn't get on this flight because I'm sick. So
Alexas have to be programmed to say, have you exercised today? Several times a day.
On a device that would be implanted that would notify your doctor before you ever even knew that you were sick, that something was wrong and it was amiss. And they would call you rather than you calling them.
And the government steps in and outlaws foods that are unhealthy for you and creates food supplements to be healthy to eat and mandated for certain parts of the community that are not eating right.
Soylent Green.
improve holographic technology so that would-be doctors and so forth can train even when they can't practice on real patients or cadavers or in the lab, but they can simulate it like airline pilots do.
An initiative to make foods that are good for you better tasting. A good tasting cauliflower or something.
For those that over-imbibe, to have a device that's implanted that gives you a small shock should you overdrink.
Healthy foods that taste like chocolate, healthy drinks that taste like whiskey.
I'm going back to Star Trek.
Make it so.
If you ever watch Voyager, the holographic doctor,
Please state the nature of the medical emergency.
Healthy foods that are physically addictive. Tastes like whiskey, works like whiskey.
For those of us that are height-wise challenged, to have a device that will stretch it out a little bit. Make me feel comfortable when I'm standing next to Stretch over there, otherwise known as George.
I have had a great time moderating this. You guys were so fun and so fast and creative.
This was fun.
Bye, guys. It was great. Good to see everyone.
Bye.
Make it so.
Hey guys, thanks for watching Study of One, Healthcare of the Future. Comment, like, share, and come back. And remember, you are loved, you are cherished, and we will get through this together.
I'm just sort of observing.